So yesterday I had a full-blown identity crisis and baked a cake I had really no business baking. I thought I was spiraling, but it turns out I was just regulating my nervous system with butter and a sprinkling of rage. And before you roll your eyes, I'm about to explain how this actually works. There's psychology, there's trauma, and there's chocolate. Okay, so back up to yesterday. I'm lying in bed staring into the void. You know, the one where all your unresolved childhood wounds come to reenact the crucible in your mind. I tried deep breathing, I tried mantras, I even tried one of those meditations where a man named Brad tells you how to float on cloud with ease. I wanted to punch Brad. But then I remembered there's cocoa powder in the pantry. I didn't decide to bake, I just followed the chaos. Almost like a trauma-scenting bloodhound. One moment I was doom scrolling, and the next I was melting butter like a sorcerer and whispering affirmations to my whisk like, "You are not the mistake of your ancestors. You're just undercaffeinated." I added things without measuring, and I stirred like I was releasing some ancestral grief. And by the time I pulled that cake out of the oven, I realized that I'm not panicking anymore. I was present, messy and full of cocoa, but present nonetheless. And this is not a baking tutorial. This is sort of a nervous system ritual. So let's go into this. There are the 4 F's of panic baking regulation. First F is feel. Let the emotions come. Don't therapize it and don't optimize it. Just let it drip down your cheek like a tear into the batter. Then we have fury. Slam the mixing bowl. Curse gently. Whisk like your ex's emotional unavailability depends on it. Movement equals regulation. Then we have frosting. Bring in your senses, the smell, the texture, the tiny dopamine hit of licking the spatula. It's not about calories, they don't count. Not here. It's about presence. Then we have function. So we finish something, even if it's wonky, even if it sinks in the middle, that I made this feeling is regulation. It's basically hope in a pan. Okay, so let's unpack this for a second. Here's why panic baking actually helps. When your body is in fight or flight, the thinking part of your brain shuts down. The only way is out is through your body. Sensory tasks like baking engage your somatosensory cortex. I hope I said that right. Touch, smell, and rhythm. That co-regulates your amygdala or amygdala. I read these words, I haven't heard anyone say them yet. So the translation is, mixing batter can literally soothe your trauma gremlins. It's not about the cake. It's about shifting from I'm not safe to I'm doing something safe. And that's regulation. It's magic. Also, when you complete something, even something as random as a 2 a.m. cake bake, you get a hit of dopamine. Not the doom scroll and cry kind, more of the real embodied I did a thing kind. And your nervous system loves that. So tell me in the comment section below, what's your version of panic baking? Do you rage mop your floors, paint chaotic watercolors, crochet while dissociating to true crime podcasts? Drop it in the comments below, or text your bestie with no context and just say, I just baked my trauma. Let's make that a thing. And hey, if this helped, please like, subscribe, and share. Take a friend who needs to hear that you don't need a vision board to heal. You just need an oven, some cocoa, and a little permission to fall apart and bake anyway. And remember, next time your soul collapses under the weight of your own expectations, bake a cake so emotionally intense that it counts as therapy. We rise, even when we do forget the baking powder.